While the world imagined Led Zeppelin living in pure, untroubled luxury during their record-breaking 1973 US tour, a shocking financial crime was unfolding right inside their hotel suite. The Edgewater Inn in Seattle was notorious for allowing rock stars to fish right from their windows. But on July 28, 1973, it became the scene of a massive heist. Over $200,000 in cold, hard cash, stolen directly from the band's concert earnings, vanished into thin air from a secure hotel safe. Let that sink in. A staggering fortune in paper money, meant to pay crew and expenses, was sitting unprotected while the greatest rock band on earth played nearby. But the real mystery wasn't just the missing money. It was how anyone managed to breach elite security without leaving a single trace of forced entry. Manager Peter Grant, a man feared by promoters and mafia figures alike, went absolutely ballistic when he received the frantic call about the robbery. Grant was renowned for ruthless financial control, carrying band profits in suitcases to avoid exorbitant taxes and greedy corporate record labels. Tour promoter Richard Cole found himself at ground zero of Grant's terrifying interrogation room as suspicion immediately fell inward on the tight-knit entourage. How could a briefcase containing hundreds of thousands of dollars evaporate from a locked room unless someone on the inside had a duplicate key? Local law enforcement in Seattle was called, but the band's security team preferred street justice and intimidation over relying on sluggish police investigations. Rumors quickly spread through the underground music scene that corrupt promoters or rogue mafia associates in the Pacific Northwest engineered the entire operation. Yet, despite intense interrogations and threats of physical violence, the stolen cash remained completely missing as the tour hurtled toward its next chaotic stop. The band's legendary private Boeing 720, famously known as the Starship, became a flying paranoid fortress as members questioned everyone they encountered. Jimmy Page and Robert Plant tried to maintain focus on their monumental stadium performances, but the financial blow rattled the entire corporate machinery behind Zeppelin. To this day, the true identity of the mastermind behind the Edgewater heist remains one of rock history's most impenetrable unsolved mysteries. Insurance policies eventually covered part of the staggering loss, but the psychological impact on how Led Zeppelin trusted outsiders changed forever. Peter Grant instituted ironclad security measures that turned subsequent tours into heavily guarded fortresses, keeping all cash transactions under extreme surveillance. Whispers persist among rock historians that a rogue promoter linked to organized crime spent years quietly laundering the stolen Zeppelin fortune in Las Vegas. The Edgewater theft proved that even the most powerful rock gods on the planet were vulnerable to ruthless criminals operating in the shadows of the music industry. When you listen to the thunderous live recordings from that exact 1973 tour, remember the chaotic multi-thousand-dollar robbery happening backstage.